Good day everyone. Today we will discuss about the ancient Greek mathematics. I am Kathleen Joy Cartagena and let me introduce to you first my group mates. First we have Dablio Allia Dave. Next we have Pargan Collier and we have Ponsica Jastine and also we have Daplin Glorymeh. So the question we will answer today is first question, when you hear the word mathematics, do you think more about numbers or about reasoning and logic? Second question is, can you name a famous Greek thinker, philosopher, or mathematician whose ideas still influence us today? The last question we have is, do you think mathematics can be connected to art, music, or philosophy? Why or why not? By the end of this presentation, learner will be able to explain the Greek approach to mathematics, describe the contributions of Pythagoras, summarize Euclid's role in geometry, describe the contributions of Pythagoras, identify other Greek mathematicians and their impact, and last one is to analyze Archimedes' applied mathematics.
The Greeks were not only philosophers and artists, they were also pioneers in mathematics. Their discoveries shaped geometry, arithmetic, astronomy, and even philosophy. Mathematics in ancient Greece was different from today. Instead of focusing only on calculations, they emphasized logic, proofs, and reasoning. They wanted to understand why things were true, not just how to compute them. This mindset gave birth to ideas that still guide modern science. Today, we'll explore the contribution of great Greek mathematicians like Pythagoras, Euclid, Archimedes, and others, and show how their work continues to influence us.
And now let's begin with Pythagoras. So, one of the most famous names in mathematics is the best remembered for the Pythagorean theorem, which states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the two sides. For example, if one side is 3 units and other 4 units, so the hypotenuse will be 5 units because 32 plus 42 is equal to 523 raised to 2 plus 4 raised to 2 is equals 5 raised to 2. But Pythagoras was more than just a mathematician. He was connected to philosophy and even music. His followers believed that numbers explain the harmony of the universe. For instance, they discovered that musical notes could be described using ratios, showing how math and art are deeply linked. The idea that math is everywhere remains powerful even today.
Next, we have Euclid, often called the father of geometry. Around 300 BCE, he wrote Elements, a 13-volume textbook that organized geometry into a logical system. Euclid didn't just state facts, he proved them step by step. For example, he showed that the angles of a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. His method of starting with definition and actions, then building proofs, is still the foundation of mathematics education. Euclid's influence lasted for over 2,000 years. In fact, Elements was used as a textbook until the 19th century. His approach taught people that mathematics is not just about solving problems. It's about reasoning and proof, which is essential in science, law, and philosophy.
Another brilliant Greek was Archimedes, who combined theory with practical inventions. He worked on geometry, calculus-like ideas, and mechanics. Archimedes calculated an early value of pi and studied areas, volumes, and curved surfaces. He also invented machines like levers, pulleys, and wire devices. His famous quote was, "Give me a place to stand, and I will move the earth." For example, Archimedes discovered how to measure the area of circle using geometry, and he explained the principle of buoyancy, why objects float or sink. This principle is still used in designing ships and submarines today. Archimedes showed that mathematics could solve real-world problems, making him one of the greatest applied mathematicians in history.
Aside from these giants, other Greek thinkers also contributed. Thales of Miletus used geometry to measure the height of pyramids using shadows. Hipparchus applied mathematics to astronomy, creating early trigonometry to study the stars. Apollonius of Perga studied conic section, curves like ellipses and parabolas, which later became crucial in physics and planetary motion. The legacy of ancient Greek mathematics is enormous. Their discoveries were not just abstract ideas, they became the foundation of science, engineering, architecture, and technology. From the Pythagorean theorem to Euclid's logical proofs, Archimedes' inventions, and the astronomical work of Hipparchus, Greek mathematics continues to inspire problem solving and innovation. Ancient Greek mathematicians taught us that math is not only about numbers, it's about logic, creativity, and understanding the world around us.